Hello, my name is Steve Molick, Product Engineer for Wire and Cabling Products for Black-box. Today I'd like to introduce to you our latest product release, which is our OM4 Premium Fiber Cable Assemblies. What makes these different from traditional assemblies is they have several built-in features which I'd like to share with you. These features are a Uniboot cable design, a long pull tab for high-density applications, and a reverse polarity feature which I will give a demonstration to later on in this video. What I have here is two fully populated MTP cassettes, each with 12 LC fiber cables installed. On the left, the MTP cassette has your typical traditional fiber cable assembly. On the right, the MTP cassette has our new premium fiber cables installed. At first glance, looking at the cassette on the left, it is very busy and cluttered looking. Now looking at the cassette on the right, it is more neat and less cluttered. Why? Because the OM4 Premium assemblies have both strands of fiber in one cable jacket. Unlike traditional fiber assemblies, each strand is in its own cable jacket. This is very attractive to users because it improves port visibility, increases airflow, and overall neatness. Next, I'd like to cover the pull tab feature. In high-density applications, it can be very difficult to remove fiber cable assemblies. Looking at the cassette here on the left, there's 12 fiber assemblies. Sometimes it's very difficult to remove an LC assembly from the cassette or in a high-density application. This is especially difficult if you're working with or have to remove a fiber assembly from the lower row. With the pull tab feature that our premium assemblies have, is all you need to do is pull the tab and it automatically releases, making removal very easy and installation just as easy. This is especially important if you're working with the lower row here. Once again, just pull on the tab, it releases the LC from the cassette, and you can relock it back in when you want to reinstall the assembly. Sometimes you may have an application where you need to use crossover LC fiber assemblies. For example, here in this tabletop application, both LC cables are standard straight crossover assemblies right out of the bag. By using them, you will not get connectivity between the two switches through these MTP cassettes. The solution, one of these LC assemblies need to have a reverse polarity done to the assembly. Now let's do the reverse polarity feature of these premium fiber cable assemblies. Step 1, remove the LC dust covers. Step 2, slide back the fiber assembly boot. Step 3, use a small flathead screwdriver to release the LC housing. Step 4, carefully cross over the two LC connectors. Step 5, reinstall the LC housing and slide back into place. Step 6, slide back the fiber boot back into place. And finally, it's a good practice to always clean your LC assembly before use. With the reverse polarity already done to this LC assembly, by reinstalling it back into my tabletop application, we now have connectivity. If you have any questions, feel free to contact the Black-box support team anytime. Thank you.